That is why we're here to urge our Republican colleagues to act, to raise the debt ceiling now, to do it swiftly, to do it without putting our country's debt or full faith and credit of the United States at risk. As my colleagues have said, we have to raise the debt, and it is not for negotiation. Let us remember that the debt ceiling has been raised 45 times since President Ronald Reagan took office. It doesn't grow our deficits by a single dime. All it does is allow the Treasury to pay for what this Congress has already spent and the obligations previous Congresses have already made on behalf of the United States. Now, there has already been much talk about Speaker Boehner turning something that could be very simple into a hostage situation with sweeping concessions. So I would hope that my Republican colleagues remember the damage that was caused the last time we debated increasing the debt ceiling. And the fact that House Republicans are debating among themselves another demand to hold our full faith and credit of the United States hostage is outrageous. And as we've stated before, Mr. Speaker, House Democrats agree with President Obama that the full faith and credit of the United States is non-negotiable. I stand with House Democrats in support of a clean debt ceiling increase that ensures the full faith and credit of the United States of America and avoids having this Congress play political games and brinksmanship. We've said it before and we'll say it again. We should be representing the people's best interest, not punishing them. There are drastic implications to not passing this debt ceiling increase by February 27th, and I want to yield time back to my colleague, Mr. Jeffries, for us to be able to highlight some of these damaging consequences. I know in my home state of Nevada, it would mean an average increase in mortgage rates, leaving the average home buyer to pay an additional $100 a month, costing families $36,000 over the lifetime of a typical 30-year mortgage. 85,267 Nevada residents took out a home mortgage or refinanced their existing mortgage in the past year. All of them would be subject to these increases in mortgage interest rates. So this is just one example of one state and the families that would be impacted. This is the type of impact that would happen across our nation. The consequences are real. It's time for our colleagues on the other side to stop playing games, increase the debt ceiling, meet our obligations. I yield back time to my colleague.